I'm back. I'm biased, I'm bothered, and I am always unfiltered. If you are easily offended, this is not the place for you. But you still haven't managed to worthy up. Not to worry, let's get into this mess. We are on the last episode of season 5 already, and I would like to draw your attention to Christine, who was a terrible sister wife, okay? Because Christine is, of course, not looking after truly Maggie Simpson. No, she's not looking after her own baby. What is she doing? Yeah, she's looking after Robin's kid, she's looking after Solomon, and she's holding him because we are going in to make the final decisions on the finishes for these houses. Now, Christine does say that she's very worried because she's all stressed out about the loans. Now, bear in mind, right, they're not even qualified for these houses yet. Anyway, this is filmed between the sofa and picking out the finishes, but I want to draw your attention to something, and that's Robin's denim waistcoat with the denim jeans. I was wondering, is this like the whole diesel jeans look? I was actually wondering that. It's awful looking, by the way, awful. Anyway, I do have to say, Christina's actually blended in like with the sofa here, like her clothes are blended in. Anyway, we're with Lynette and Mona Reiki. I love Mona Reiki. We were introduced to Mona Reiki. We're not even introduced to this woman. She's just there. Anyway, that is her name, right? It's Lynette. So each wife is going to choose like the finishing touches, but they're going to do it individually. And of course, yeah, we're starting with Robin. So they're looking at carpet. It just makes my skin crawl, I will say. Do you know what I was thinking, right? Why didn't they not just go for polished concrete? I love a polished concrete floor. It's so clean, okay? It's so smooth, like there's no texture off it. And like those things last forever. And you can get it like in whatever shade you want to. Like you can get it to blend into anything. Oh man, I loved polished concrete. But anyway, that's not what they're getting, okay? So they're picking a colour carpet and it's called bearskin. I've never even heard of that, but then again, I don't know anything about carpet because, as you know, cannot stand it. Anyway, Mary is up next. And we find out that before Mary even picks out anything, okay, she is actually $200 over budget. None of the finishes are picked out yet, and apparently she hasn't chosen like her washer dryer. I will say I'm very confused about this, okay? Why the hell in Las Vegas are they even considering a dryer? Like, do people not hang out their clothes? I'm assuming like Las Vegas it's sunny all the time. I love when I take my bedclothes like in, after they've been hanging on the line, because the smell of them is just so gorgeous. Like they're just really fresh. I don't understand like why these people would even consider like having a dryer. Anyway, Mary is coming in. Oh, Mary, Mary, Mary. She has this hideous lilac long sleeve top on. Like, that's bad enough, right? But on top of that, she decided to put this super tight, super ugly, super purple. Like, it's kind of like a vest top with ruffles on it. I don't know. It's so bad. It's hitting all the wrong spots. It's an awful looking thing. Now, Mary reckons that Cody is being funky with her. I thought she says fucking with her, but I had to go back and she actually said he's being funky with her. Now, she thinks that like they're just all conspiring against her, like this Lynette woman and Mona, because she thinks that they're after speaking to Cody prior and they've said to him, "Oh, Cody, you better watch out because Mary is going to be looking at the expensive options." I thought, Mary, Lynette and Mona, like they don't care what you pick. These women are getting paid regardless of your stupid choices, right? They're going to be getting paid. Anyway, Marty is looking at the basic options, but there are other options available which are more expensive. And she says, "Oh yeah, I want to look at them too." And she's saying like, "Oh yeah, it's just for fun." Do you know, if I was Cody, right, I wouldn't have the patience for this. I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. Now Mary is getting pissed off at Cody's attitude. And she says like that she can be very practical and very logical. And I thought, can you really though, Mary? Like 8 grand on a wet bar in a family that's drowning in debt doesn't seem that practical or logical to me. Anyway, she's trying to justify this goddamn wet bar by saying that she's gonna be living in this house and that she doesn't want to have to do things down the line. I thought that's grand, right? I understand that, but the basic model of this house is a 4 bedroom house, so I don't understand why she didn't just go for the basic model and then turn like one of the bedrooms into like her craft room and just get a goddamn table if you need like more extra space. Like these people have no money. Like they've literally no money, just and they're not even qualified for the loans yet, and she's already running up debts. Anyway, we're finding out more about this washer dryer that blew me mind, right? So apparently this is just included like in the mortgage. I thought, what the hell? Get that shit in a sale or get it like second hand if you have to. This is very unnecessary, okay? Don't be adding things like this to your mortgage because you're gonna end up paying thousands for it. Like literally, this like a washer and a dryer, okay? She's probably gonna spend $1,000 on them. But like over the course of like her mortgage, it's gonna rack up to about 5 grand. This is ridiculous. They're so financially irresponsible. I can't with things like that. Anyway, Mary, like she's just getting totally stressed out, like with Cody, and she's just like leaving the room. I thought, you know what? I'm gonna give it to Cody because if I had been there, I would have been the one that left the room. Anyway, now we're with Janelle, and she's picking out her finishes. Now, unfortunately, we're not seeing what she's picking out, but we do see that the finishes came to $3,865. I'm telling you, right? Janelle picked out the cheapest shit. So she's saying, right, that she wants blinds rather than to have a cement pad. I thought, what? This makes no sense to me. Like, why are they picking out blinds like on the mortgage? Buy all that, like, buy all your soft furnishings separately, you know? And also, right, also, I was wondering, there's so many people in this house. Like, there's loads of people in this house, right? And loads of, like, all the kids, like, there's loads of teenagers. Get yourself a mixer and just buy a few bags of cement, mix that shit up and pour it. Cody is the least handiest man in the world. Like, he really is. He's absolutely and utterly brutal. Anyway, Cody is delighted that Janelle just made like, all her choices and she's done. Like, she has it all finished. So as she's getting up to leave, right? These two are just having a very passionate kiss. Now, I'll tell you why it's passionate, okay? Because he's sitting in the chair, kind of like leaned back, and she's just like has her hand on his face, just like smooching on him. I'm telling you, these two are banging all the ways in Las Vegas. I know they were. I definitely know they were. There's a chemistry between these two. I can just feel it. I really can. Anyway, now we're with Christine and she's picking out her finishes. Now, apparently, okay, Christine has loads of money left in her budget, right? So, Christine, for some unknown reason, she really wants stone on the outside of her house. Now, I've seen the way Christine house ends up. That's not stone, right? It's not. I do actually really like a stone built house. I think they're lovely. But what Christine got is not stone. But anyway, Cody is suggesting to Christine that because she has money left over in her budget, that she should give it to Mary. I thought, what the hell, Cody? Like, Mary gets everything. I don't like this, I don't like the unfairness of it. And Christine is now feeling guilty because she wants this ugly brick like on her house. I thought, you know what? Give the woman the damn ugly brick. Give it to her. And now Christine is saying to Mary, like that she didn't really want to be selfish, but she just really wants this ugly arse brick like on her house. But Mary doesn't even know like that Cody is after saying this. And then do you know what Cody does? Cody is pretending, right, that he was just joking about it. He wasn't. I swear to God, he wasn't, okay? Because I was watching him. Not only I was watching, I went back and I put on closed captions, but I was watching because I wanted to see, like, I just wanted to see what he was saying, and I wanted to see how he was saying it and how she was reacting to it. He was definitely being serious. Anyway, Mary is telling us that she's feeling selfish for being over her budget, but she couldn't help it because she just needed, like, the wet bar. And in order to have the wet bar, she had to have the pantry, she had to have the craft room, and that goddamn fifth bedroom. I thought, Mary, stop talking. Just stop talking. Anyway, now Mary is back, like, picking out her options again. But this time she has Robin with her. Now, I want to draw your attention to something. Because now Robin is holding Solomon, okay? But Solomon has earphones on. Now, I want to know two things, okay? What the hell is this child listening to? That's what I want to know. Because if he's with me, right, if I have to look after this kid, he will be actually listening to my playlist. But you know what I was thinking, right? Also, when Christine was holding Solomon, he didn't have the earphones on. So Christine had to be this kid's entertainment, like when she was the one holding him. Anyway, Cody and Mary, right? These two are sitting there with Robin. But like they can't even decide on like the color carpet that they should get. I was thinking, how the hell did these two end up together? Like they're complete and do you know what? They're opposite, but they're so alike. Like they just clash because they are so alike. Anyway, so she's finished, okay, and it turns out that she will be $46 like over budget. And I was wondering, did she put the $46 onto her mortgage? Because that's going to turn into like $4,600, like fairly soon, when it starts accruing interest. Anyway, so to get what the things that she wanted, she ended up, she didn't pick out the washer, she didn't pick out the dryer, like she didn't pick out the blinds, right? Because she's not giving up these French doors for loving our money, right? She's not giving them up. So she's just going to have to work out the other things, basically herself, because they're all above what they agreed on, like as a family. So we know that the others were under, okay? She was over, like before they even started picking anything out. And again, she's telling us that she's over budget, right? Because she just has to have like this wet bar that cost $8 grand, by the way. And I was thinking to myself, right? She doesn't want it like the wet bar for the bar. She just wants it for the counter space. And I was thinking, well, just get an extra counter then, or like just get an extra table and pull it out, like when you need extra space, because it's only Mary that's going to be living there, and for a short time it's going to be Mary and Leon. But Leon is out the door soon. I'm telling you, Leon is dying to get away, dying to get to college. I know they are. Anyway, now we're with Cody. Now Cody is going to get his hair done by his stylist Kennedy, and we're finding out it's not just Cody that gets his hair done by Kennedy. Oh no, no, it's Cody and it's Mary. Anyway, apparently Kennedy has been doing Cody's hair for a year, right? Just 1 year. And she does say that in that 1 year, Cody's hair has really, really thinned out. But I'll tell you, right, I'm loving the shots that I'm getting of Cody's head as we're hearing from Kennedy. Oh my God, it's thin. I tell you, lads, it's really, really thin. And even Cody is agreeing that his hair like is getting thinner. And he says to Kennedy, right, I think I'll just shave it. Now Kennedy, okay, knows that she's in an awkward position because like the wives love the hair for some unknown reason, right? Although I do actually love it myself. So she's saying to Cody, all right then, and she pulls out this clippers. I thought, oh my God. Well, Cody is looking at the clippers and then he says, oh no, 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 I'm just kidding, right? Now Kennedy is of course delighted that Cody is just kidding because she's worried that the wives, well, would have been heartbroken. I thought, never mind about the wives. I would have been heartbroken. I would have been. Anyway, so while Cody and Kennedy are putting the fear of God into me, okay? I'm telling you, I was worried there for a moment. The family, oh, they're doing something super special for Father Logan, who's heading off to college pretty soon. Oh, poor Father Logan is spreading his wings. Anyway, we are going to catch up with them in our next recap. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and hit subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day.